I want to show you something strange. Some of Nollywood's biggest filmmakers, people who once celebrated cinema premieres, competed for Netflix deals, and dreamed of international distribution, they are now releasing films on YouTube. And millions of people are watching. So here's the question. Did YouTube quietly become Nollywood's newest cinema? Or are we witnessing one of the biggest business transformations in African entertainment? Because after researching this story, I don't think this is just another trend. I think Nollywood is rewriting its future. Not too long ago, the dream of almost every filmmaker was simple. Get your movie into cinemas. If that did not happen, the next was landing a major streaming platform. That was success. But something has changed. Today, some filmmakers are asking a completely different question. Why wait for someone else to distribute my film when I can reach millions of viewers myself? And that's exactly where YouTube enters the story. I don't think YouTube became successful because people suddenly stopped loving cinemas. I think audience changed. They want convenience, they want access, they want to watch great stories wherever they are. On their phones, on their televisions, on their tablets, and often they want to watch them immediately. But here's what surprised me the most. It wasn't that Nollywood came to YouTube. It was who came first. One of the clearest examples is Bimbo Ademoye. What fascinates me is not simply that our films attract millions of viewers. It's what those viewers represent. They are choosing to watch because they trust the storyteller. And that's a very different relationship from traditional distribution. Then look at creators like Maurice Sam. What stands out is not just the number of films, it's consistency. On YouTube, one successful movie earns attention, but consistent storytelling earns loyalty. And loyalty is the most valuable currency every creator must have. The same pattern appears with filmmakers like Ruth Kadiri. She understands something many creators are still learning. Audience don't only return for production quality, they return because they know what emotional experience to expect. Family, relationships, forgiveness, hope, stories that feel familiar. And that's exactly why channels like ours continue growing. But because every release strengthens trust with the audience. Well, here's where I think many people misunderstand what's happening. This is not really a story about YouTube. It's a story about ownership. Because for decades, filmmakers depended on gatekeepers, cinema schedules, distributors, streaming agreements, television networks. Someone else often decided how audience discovered a film. But today, YouTube changed that relationship. For the first time, many filmmakers can build audience that belong to them. When viewers subscribe, they are not subscribing to a cinema. They are not subscribing to a distributor. They are subscribing to the storyteller. And that's a profound shift, because every new release strengthens that direct relationship. Look across Nollywood today. We have Omoni Oboli, we have Uche Montana, we have Uche Jombo, and many others. Different styles, different audience, but they are responding to the same reality. People want easier access to great stories. And I'd love to hear your opinion. Which Nollywood YouTube channel do you never miss? Tell me in the comments. But if YouTube is growing this quickly, what happens to cinemas? Has YouTube replaced cinema? My answer is no, and I don't think that's the goal. Cinemas still create experiences. Some films deserve giant screens, epic adventures, historical dramas, large-scale action films. They are designed to be experienced with an audience. Streaming platforms also have an important role. They connect African stories with international viewers. They provide another path for filmmakers. So, maybe the real question is not which platform is better. Maybe it's which platform fits their story best. And that's why I believe Nollywood is not replacing one platform with another. It's expanding, but not everyone will benefit from this change. I think we are entering a new era. And in every new era, there are winners and there are people who struggle to adapt. The filmmakers who understand audience building, consistency, strong titles, compelling thumbnails, and meaningful engagement will probably continue growing. But simply uploading a good movie may no longer be enough. Today's audience has more choices than ever. Attention has become the most valuable resource. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson of all. The future won't belong only to the best filmmakers. It will belong to the best storytellers and the best audience builders. 20 years ago, success meant getting your film into cinemas. 10 years ago, success meant landing on a major streaming platform. But today, many filmmakers are discovering something different. They don't always have to wait for permission to reach millions. They can build that audience themselves. And that's why I don't believe YouTube is replacing Nollywood. I think it's giving Nollywood another stage, and perhaps a much bigger one than many people imagined. So I'll leave you with one question. 10 years from now, when people look back at this moment, will they say YouTube changed Nollywood? Or will they say Nollywood changed YouTube? I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoy thoughtful conversations about African films, filmmaking, and the future of entertainment, subscribe to the Pop Vibe Show on Wale Pops TV, because my goal isn't just to review movies, it's to understand where African stories is going. So this is me signing out. I remain Wale Pops. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next documentary.